If you have been seeing 911, 111, 1111, or 333, this message is for you. You are working closely with Archangel Michael right now. You are being asked to call upon him in any need of, if you're feeling anxiety, if you are feeling fear, if you are asking for clarity or protection. Archangel Michael is telling you, call on me. I have been seeing 9/11 a lot as far as just on like time, and then 111 as well, just like everywhere. Um, I got a download about this number representing Psalm 91:11, and I was led to this snippet of the prayer because it goes right hand in hand with Archangel Michael, and it literally states, "For God commands the angels to guard you in all your ways. With their hands they shall support you." So this is a reminder from the Most High, your spirit guides, your ancestors, and your angels to call upon them. They are with you at this time. There is security in God's protection, and they want you to know this. They want you to not for a second even guess, is this the right path? Yes, you are on the right path. You are being spiritually attacked because you are on the right path. There is, especially in the energy right now with the full moon that had passed, there was a lot of spell work in the energy. I was getting a lot of downloads about chaos magic, past trauma binding rituals, siphoning rituals, and then just people like word of mouth using incantations, mirror magic, just like how you can affirm good things, good intentions to yourself using a mirror. Somebody who is using mirror magic literally stands in front of the mirror and wishes you ill will. It is all about intent. Yes, we have duality in this world, and I understand that, but whoever this is that's coming up against you has been trying to throw everything and anything up against you so that you could revert back to old habits, codependencies. Maybe you've walked away from, people, places, things, and they want you to revert back to those old wounds that, you're currently healing from. I also was hearing that this chaos magic could be bringing car problems. So just be aware of that if somebody is sending you magic and then all of a sudden something's happening with your vehicle, it could be because of your protection, that it's projecting off of you, like bouncing off of you and going on to inanimate objects. Being a vehicle you may drive every day, this could be something that the residual energy would affect. So just be aware of that at this time. But I'm also hearing that if this magic does affect any of your home, your car, your family life, stuff like that, all of that is just karmic debt that's going to rack up for whoever is sending this to you. But I'm also hearing that like what they want for you is going to return back to them, and they're not going to be able to handle it the same way. They're not going to be able to handle it with the grace and the ease that you have. You have an unwavering faith. You have calmness in the knowing that the Most High is supporting you. That is something that these people, your ops, these family members, these exes, these people you've walked away from, or even haters, just plain out people who just don't like you for no freaking reason, they literally can't wrap their head around how protected you are. Because every time they send something to you, even if it hits you for a little bit, it's like your bounce back game is like within 24 hours. That's what I'm hearing. If you start to feel something, it's like you rest, you take the time for yourself, you work through that, then you alchemize it and you transmute it, and then you keep moving forward. Right now, these people, they think that because you're in hermit and you may be staying to yourself at this time, that their like isolation magic and stuff is working. But really, it's you protecting your access, your energy. knowing that not everybody should be allowed access to your energy. And that's what a few of the downloads that I've been getting. There has also been something about money motivation. Somebody is money motivated coming up against you. Either this is somebody who was paid off, or they think they're going to get a payout in some sort, whether that be that they tried to take out a life insurance policy on you, something like that, but they felt like they were going to gain from your downfall. I'm hearing cut cords, spiritual bath. So I don't know if that is something that you have done or something that you need to do. But if you have, then this is your confirmation that you cutting cords and taking those spiritual baths and cleaning and cleansing your space, your home, staying on top of your prayer. It's like, this is why it keeps backfiring, because you have learned how to protect yourself. So, oh look, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have the spirit world. So the spirit realm is communicating with you, whether through symbols, synchronicities, or inner knowing. Be open to receiving connection and support from guides, ancestors, and loved ones from beyond the veil. So you have ancestors, spirit guides, and angels just all surrounding you at this moment. They see what's going on. They're delivering you the strength that you need, the reminders that you need. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Pay attention to signs, dreams in your messages in your dreams. They could be communicating to you at this time. So just be aware of that. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Archangel Michael to please protect me and please protect my collective as I am channeling this message. Please allow me to clearly and collectively deliver this message to whoever may need to hear it at this time. And no weapon formed against us shall prosper in the Lord's name. Amen. All right, let's get to it. What's going on in this energy, Spirit? Can I have some leading energy? What's going on in this energy that I'm picking up? What is in this energy that I'm picking up? Thank you, Spirit. We have revelation. The veils are parting and the hidden truths are ready to be revealed. This revelation may challenge your current perceptions, but it will ultimately empower you to act from a place of truth. And then we have resentment. Resentment is a quiet thief, stealing your joy and chaining you to the past. What you hold on to weighs you down, not the one who wronged you. So maybe there's somebody who has resentment towards you that's coming to a revelation about you, that like this resentment isn't, and then look, the spirit world came out. It's not, it's like coming to the forefront of like, why do they even hate you? Why they're asking themselves like, why did I come up against the collective? Why am I even doing this? I'm not gaining anything from it. They're starting to realize that they don't have resentment towards you, and it's actually something that they have within yourself. Because it says resentment is a quiet thief. So this is like somebody who wanted to stay in their south node is what I'm hearing. Tell me more. And then we have the spirit world, which I already read that, but this is just extra confirmation. Look, helping hand came out. So you have spirit coming through and giving you a helping hand. They're either going to be revealing who this person is to you, who's sending you this energy, or somebody who was working with someone else is gonna come and like the mask is gonna fall off is what I'm hearing. But it says help is arriving, whether through a kind word, a generous act, or unseen forces working in your favor. So things are working in your favor at this time because of your unwavering faith. Look, we have agreement. So somebody who agreed to work against you is now asking themselves, why? That's what I'm hearing. It says common ground is being found, creating space for resolution and peace. Harmony will emerge, not from forcing your will, but from allowing understanding to bridge the divide. So maybe this person's going to come in and try to apologize, to make amends with you. Yeah, but it's like I feel like they're only doing this because it's like you're finally finding your place in this world. You're finally finding your niche. You're finally finding your soul tribe. You have luck on your side, and they just want to like come in and be like, this was just a misunderstanding. You don't know the whole story. Yeah, I made this agreement to come up against you, and the ancestors, spirit guides, everybody saw it because I was told that I need to resent you. That's what they're saying. They believed somebody's smear campaign against you, whoever this is, and they're coming to a realization that they made an agreement with the devil. That's what I just heard. Because you're still on your way up, right? You have this, it's like the world is vast, but yet you found your space. You're holding your own. You know, it's like you have a sense of alignment within your purpose, and you have luck coming your way. You know, everything's aligning in perfect timing for you. But this person wants to come through and act like everything was a misunderstanding. Yeah, because they just want to cause you a setback. They just want to cause you more chaos. Maybe let's see. What's the true intentions of this person coming forward that's having this revelation about the resentment spirit? What is the true intentions of this person who has resentment? What is the true intentions of this person? And it says sabotage. It's going to backfire. If this person did sabotage you, and because it came out in reverse, if this person did sabotage you, it's going to backfire. It says, I'm deliberately working to undermine your efforts and place obstacles in your path. Absolutely. That is exactly what's been going on. So this is somebody that, look, and then it says gaslight, and then check in, but it came out in reverse. So it's like this person doesn't want to come in and actually make amends with you. This person just wants to come in and sabotage this newfound alignment within your purpose, because they see that you have this miraculous luck and they want to come and jump on your train. Yeah, this is somebody that could be gossiping about you. This could be somebody who's gossiping about you. This person just wants to sabotage and gaslight you. This person that has resentment towards you, they're just going to try to come in and make amends with you. You know, let's shake on it. That would, see, it's falling. It's like it's not real. They want to come in and they want to make this agreement and find resolution, but it's just to sabotage you. It's a gaslighting technique. This person, I don't know why I just heard it was like, they're going to come in and act like they never did anything. Like you blatantly had some type of either blow up, some type of fight with this person, something that broke you guys up. And this is what created the resentment, right? You had the revelation of who this person was in your life, and you cut them off. And you're listening to your spirits, your ancestors, that this is not that's not your path. You're listening to that. But they want to come in and sabotage that idea that you have in your mind. They want to come in and say, you were the best thing that ever happened to me. You were my best friend. I always think of you. If this is, I don't know why I just heard, like, if this is your mother, they're gonna say, I was always so proud of you, even though they were never clapping for you. They were in the background trying to make sure that everything good in your life turned bad. And they want to come in and act like it was just a misunderstanding. No, it's not. Tell me more about this energy, spirit. What else is going on? I want this deck. I don't know why that didn't come up with it, but deja vu. Repeating patterns, familiar lessons, unresolved issues. We've been here before. Past life. So this could be a past life situation. And you know, past life doesn't always have to be partners. It doesn't have to be friends or lovers. It could be family that were within your past life. past life enemies can even be in your family this lifetime. So just be aware of that. That's for someone, not everybody. Some people have beautiful families, but other people, no. Tell me more about this energy. What is this energy? Thank you. Says side hustle bounce back. Oh, so they're mad because you're actually finding financial security and you're doing it on your own. Your ability to bounce back is pissing them off. Yeah, because you're unbreakable. Your ability to bounce back has them shook. Your ability to still be out here working hard. It's like they're just shocked, like, oh, this person doesn't break. No, because you're unbreakable. You're unbreakable, baby. It says inner toughness, enduring hardship, strength through adversity. Nothing can break me. Nothing can keep me down. I am always on my grind. Nobody will knock me off. These are the affirmations you're saying while they're trying to do the opposite. Tell me more. Yeah, because you being in this hustle energy and bouncing back from being low, I'm hearing like you got it from the bottom. You're a rags to riches story, and now you're gonna be booked and busy. And they're trying to stop this because they don't want you to have financial stability. They don't want you to have notoriety. They don't want you to have success. They just don't. And I'm hearing it has a lot more to do with the fact that like you can't do better than them is what I heard. It's like they can't do better than me. It's like an ego thing. They're stuck in their ego. Tell me more. This is a part of finding your place. This is the luck that you have coming in. Yeah, and you're just, it's like you let these people go. You let them out of your life. You said, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm gonna forgive myself for allowing what you did to me, but I'm no longer allowing it. So you let it go. And that has them holding some type of resentment. Tell me more. If this was a relationship, this is somebody who had commitment issues. Or maybe this is what they were trying to paint you as. Like, if you resonate with, having love problems or always within toxic cycles in partnerships, this is something that could be a part of a generational curse that you have and are still healing and breaking. This is like what they wanted for you to have commitment issues, for you to be afraid to settle down. But I'm hearing like you have true love coming. Yeah. And the thing is like, you're a self-made success story. This is giving me like the 9 of Pentacles. Like, your independence bothers them. And maybe that's why. It's because you're self-made, because you built it from nothing. And nobody who's come up against you helped you. They only tried to break down your success and create this image like you're incompatible, you have commitment issues, you have a fear of commitment, like, and maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe that's what their intentions is, so that you don't find love. Because if you can't have success and love, like, that's the way that it's feeling. Like, you can't have more than me. Like, it's crazy. But look, we have soul contracts, fated connections, karmic relationships, and spiritual agreements destined to meet. This is giving, like, all of the soul contracts that you have made to deal with on this lifetime was all meant for your level up. And I'm hearing like, yeah, you went through the karmic relationships, but you've learned the lessons, and now that you're moving forward, you are allowed to have this miraculous luck. You're allowed to have this success, and you're gonna be overflowing in productivity. You're gonna have a full schedule. the strength that you have built through dealing with certain people in your lifetime, this lifetime, is what's giving you the ability to have this independence and be confident in it. You may not have commitment issues, but I have a feeling that if you are single, you're just kind of taking time for yourself at this moment. Like I said, if you are in hermit mode, if you are staying to self, you're going within, you're doing the work. Your spirit guides and your ancestors are saying you're doing the right thing. Just because you're not with someone doesn't mean that you have commitment issues. Yeah, look, and then gaslighted came out again. Because this is what they want. They just want the image that you are this person who's incapable of loving. But you are. You are capable. But they want you to act like you're imagining things. This is also giving me like with the spell work and that type of behavior, it's like they don't want you to be seeing who and what they're sending to you. But I'm seeing like even mirrors on this, which is really goes hand in hand with the like mirror magic. But it's like the mirrors in this card, they have like faces on them, but they're all sad, and maybe they want you to like look at yourself and like pick yourself apart. They want you to have reality distortion. You know, manipulate the way you're feeling so that you can question your own sanity. And, you know, maybe that's the energy that they're trying to send to you. So if you are in your head at this time, counteract that with affirmations. Maybe that's why I said that everything in a reading matters. In the beginning of this read, I said something about affirmations. You know, people who are doing mirror magic, it's all about intentions. If somebody is sending mirror magic towards you, you can combat this with repeating positive affirmations in the mirror. So just know that. Yeah, because look, you have a status upgrade. You know, it's like your lifestyle is leveling up and they see it. And if they don't right now, they're going to. Because what I just heard was, you set my table before my enemies. And they're going to have to watch. So, Spirit wants you to know that you're going to be booked and busy. Because your bounce back game is on 100. You're unbreakable, baby. Keep working on whatever side hustle you have going on. Because whether this be music, cooking, if you're in the spiritual community, you have a platform, if you're a therapist, or even if you are just somebody who lights up people's lives on a normal basis, not doing anything crazy, you know, you don't always have to be doing something on the grand, stage of things. You could literally be a light in someone's life just by being who you are. Loving, compassionate, understanding. Because you've been through the fire, but you pulled yourself out from it. That's the difference between you and them. They could never. Let's see what else. Let's see what else is going on. So you have somebody who might come back in and try to make amends with you, and it's just a sabotage. It's because they see that like you're not, you're kind of closed off, you're not accepting everybody. So now they're going to try to send in somebody that you are familiar with, but you may have had, some type of falling out with, to come in and try to make amends with you, because this is going to be their next attempt to bring you chaos, to bring you someone or something that's going to attach to you, and it's going to bring you down. So, let's see what else we got going on, Spirit? What else we got going on? The higher you raise your vibration, all of the lower level cockroaches come out. They scurry because it's like you shine so bright, they have to hide. And so it's the saying, like throwing rocks and then hiding your hands. You can't play the victim when you're the one doing the dirty deed. When you're the one that's at the hand, creating the chaos. And they wonder why you don't associate with them. That makes no sense. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about the situation. Tell me more about the situation. What does my collective need to know? Tell me more about the situation. It says back together. The honeymoon round 2. Ooh, we have an ex coming back around, collective. We have an ex coming back around, and I don't think it's good. Yeah, because they want to come back in and try to get you pregnant. This is going to be a way that they're going to attach cords to you. Because it's not about what you know, it's about who you can control. This narcissist wants to control you. So if you resonate with there's like an ex in your energy who's trying to come back in, just know that they're either trying to reattach cords by trapping you, but it seems like it's because they're facing some type of consequence at this time. I don't know why I just heard jail, like actual jail, like they could be going to jail, but something's catching up with them. This doesn't have to be a literal jail. This could just be a resemblance of just a consequence to their actions. This could be a backfire. This could be something that's going to happen where something happens to them, what they wanted for you happens to them. With this back together and expecting, and then we have live and learn at the bottom. It says mistakes were made, but what matters is what's being done differently now. So that's what they're going to come in and try to say to you. Let's get back together. Let's have a family. No, this is just because even the guy on this card has these strings that are coming off of him. It's giving me cords, and there was something about cutting cords within the downloads that I got. So it's like, this person wants to come back in and say, I've learned my lesson. Can we have our family now? No, it's just to try to set you back at this time. So just be very cautious of who you're having sacred energy exchange with at this time. And then it says trusted friend. There's no mask here, just the rare kind of connection where someone can be 100% real. Yeah, because it's like you have people in your corner. Like they think, look, but then scam alert came. So it's giving, like, they want to come in acting like they're a trusted friend. But it's a scam. This person is a fraud. This person is not to be trusted. And it's crazy because when trusted friend came out, I even heard, like, I didn't feel good about the energy. Like, I didn't even want to say, like, you probably do have people that are in your corner, but I have a feeling it's going to be more of your ancestors and your angels that you can trust and lean on at this point. But they're going to try to come in and act like they can be trusted, but this is a scam. They're looking for access. That's it. Because they want to reattach these cords. That's what it is. But it's also to come in and try to... I'm also getting with this expecting card, and like, it's like the scamming. It's like, with it coming right underneath of that, it's like, it's giving me they want to ruin your reputation, because there could be something going on with this specific ex that if they were to come back around and if you were to open that door back up to them, it could stall some type of consequence. So and maybe that's their intention, is that they want to come back towards you to have a level of control so that maybe they don't go to jail, is what I'm hearing. So just really use your discernment at this time, because there's somebody who wants to come towards you and they're a fraud. And then we have inner turmoil. They may be smiling on the outside, but they're spiraling on the inside, pretending everything's fine. Has become its own crisis. Yeah, so this person is not having a good time right now. They are facing probably their karma. They don't want to. They want to attach you to their karma. They want you to carry their burdens. And their inner turmoil is what's kind of pushing them to try to come towards you and get back onto your good side at this time, because they don't want to face these consequences. Tell me more. That was a lot. I heard take it. Okay, so we're going to take it. So it says villain vibes, ex drama, live and learn, and toxic ties. Yeah, this is exactly what I was channeling. So you have an ex who has been some type of like villain in your life. And this is an ex, and it says the past didn't stay in the past. An old flame is reigniting chaos, starting up drama, or still has an emotional pull. So this is your confirmation that this is somebody you did have a relationship with, but this is something that you lived and you learned through. You've already learned the lessons that you needed to about this toxic mess, this toxic person, this person who is never going to bring you any type of positive influence. They were always going to be a negative entity in your life. Yeah, plot twist, you're moving on. This person this person thinks they still have you like wrapped around their finger. They think that if they come in and they just say like, I've learned what I needed to learn, and I am who you need me to be. I'll give you an equal give and take now. It's all because they have done something and they don't want to face the music. But the plot twist is you've already closed this cycle. You've already decided that you weren't going to be entangled into this toxic karmic cycle with this person who's still in an inner turmoil. This ex is literally split into two ways. They don't know how they feel right now. It's like one moment they hate you, one moment they love you, they want you back. But what they do know is that they're facing consequences that they don't want to. And they think that if they come and butter you up, that you won't press charges, you won't testify, maybe you'll change your idea of them and let them back in. That is what they want. They want to pull the strings. They want to reattach these cords. And then this just flipped over, but it says doing the work and then dirty laundry. I know this says growth is happening behind the scenes, healing patterns, owning truth, and unlearning survival mode. But when I saw the candle on this card, it gave me magic. And then it says dirty laundry. They thought they'd bury it deep, but old messes have a way of resurfacing. And this one's messy enough to leave a stain. So somebody's magic is backfiring. Somebody's not going to be in a good space when this backfires. That's why they're coming in. They don't want this to backfire. That's what it is. Yeah. They want you to be in love with me again. No. Tell me more. Anything else? I don't know why I'm seeing, like, in this deck, there's a card that says court. I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. So there could be something about some type of court hearing that you're facing at this time with this person. Something's going viral. Maybe you're going to go viral, and that's why this person's going to try to come in and act like, let's get back together. Or maybe it's just like they don't want people to see who they are. Yeah, and what they did to you with this heartbreak card. They don't want people to see them for who they really are. But it's going to. Yeah, because they burned this bridge with you. This person has a hidden agenda. They could be working with their family or your family to come up against you. Or this person could be employed by your family. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, because you've already broke free from this cycle. You've canceled it. You've blocked these people. And they're sitting there like, I want to send them a message, but then they keep deleting it. They're feeling misunderstood at this time. But they're just chasing clout. But you have receipts on something. You have receipts on something. And that's not going to be good for them. Yeah. Yeah, this is the card that I saw where it says court date in my mind's eye. And it says the courtroom might be the stage, but the real drama started long before the documents were filed. So this is just confirmation for somebody if you're dealing with some type of court hearing or something with this ex, court related, or if this could even just be that there was a judgment made on this person. You made a judgment on this person to not give them a second chance, to walk away because they hurt you. They were nothing but toxic and full of drama. And now you're out here, you're actually healing, but your healing work is airing out their dirty laundry. And they don't like that. They want to try to come in and act like they've changed just to create a scenario where you give them a second chance. That's what this ex is trying to do. But remember, you have to remember what they were in your life. Yeah, you can grieve a relationship that wasn't good, just as like you could grieve something that was. So just remember that. But at the same time, this person doesn't deserve access to you. This person is trying to avoid the consequences of their actions. Judgment has already been called. You walked away. But now, with all this spell work and, maybe this person, if you resonate with this storyline, maybe this person, if you're spiritual, they know that you're spiritual, and they know they can't really hide much from you. So that's why they feel like they have to come back in and like act like they are what you want them to be. But what they don't understand is like you already see them, and you probably have for a long time. So their act is going to be exactly that. You're going to see right through the act. So let's close out this. Can I get a closing out message for this energy? What does my collective need to know at this time? What advice do they need to know at this time? What advice do we have at this time? Says, the enchanter's touch, charm and captive those around you. Your influence is magnetic. Use your charisma and charm to create connections that open doors for you. So you need to pay attention to this purpose that you're aligned with. Keep putting in the work. Keep allowing yourself to make the connections you need to level up in your success. It says, dream echo of lost dreams. It says their dreams will fade, leaving them stuck. Their inability to focus will derail their progress. Trust that their false aspirations will lose power over time. So this idea that this person has that like they felt like they needed to rush in and change your idea of them, it's going to fade because they're going to be smacked in the face with reality is what I'm hearing. These receipts that you got, they aren't going to be, I'm hearing voice notes. I'm hearing you got evidence that could prove that this person did do these things, and they don't know who you are today. They might have known you who you were a year ago, and you weren't somebody who would stand up for yourself, or, but you've had time to think about everything that went down within that time that you were with them. You had time to reflect on the fact you didn't deserve what you were put through. You walked away for a reason. And if there's some type of court or some type of judgment that has already been called on this person, it's for a reason. And they're just stuck on the inability of looking inward and fixing themselves. So they want to come and they want to destroy you because if in their opinion, well, if I can't join them, I'm going to knock them down so they can be at my level. That's their mentality. They want to hurt you because hurt people hurt people. Tell me more. What other advice? Thank you, Spirit. Says inner flame. Ignite your inner drive. Your determination is your greatest strength. Let your inner fire guide you through moments of doubt. Keep the flame of motivation alive. It will light the way forward to your dreams. So listen to those little pushes that you're getting at this time, either to start something that you've had this idea on. Pursue your passions at this time. It's like the doors are open for you. Even though you may be, being spiritually attacked from your ops and family members, exes, friends, people you don't talk to anymore, haters, all of it is to build your strength. The sooner you realize it has no effect on you if you stay positive. If even if something happens, you find the silver lining in things. You stay positive. It instantly reverts. You hold the power to wrap, this negative energy in a ball and throw it out of your aura. You hold the power. Because you have God with you. And with God, you may achieve all things. Tell me more. Thank you. And it says the sovereign. It says, claim your power and rule your domain. You are the ruler of your own life. You hold the power. It says, step into your full power. Lead with authority and wisdom, and you will attract those who recognize your strength and leadership too. It's time for you to sit on that throne. Wear your crown and wear it proud. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, but you were built for this. You didn't go through what you went through for nothing. You haven't had to heal from betrayals and backstabs and heartbreaks to not, now you're able to help other people see the light. To see that, yes, you may have hurt, but it was something that you were able to learn from, and it built your strength, and you were able to see your worthiness. You were able to see that you deserved more. Stand in that. You know your worth now. You may have not before when you allowed certain people in your life and you allowed certain behaviors to continue. But the minute that you set boundaries, and this is giving me like the sovereign, it's giving me Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. It's like you're confident, you're standing on your boundaries. It's like you're not going to step off that throne for nobody. God is setting up your table in front of your enemies, and they will have to walk. Look, we have miracle manifestation at the bottom. It says, open the gates of miracles. Believe in miracles, for they are just as real as any other success. Stay open, and they will show up in expected ways. We have the new moon coming up, and I think it would definitely be a good time to manifest during this full moon. The last one was new moon. The last one was a little wonky because I think it fell on something else, but it wasn't a good time. It was like during a portal. So this time is definitely like release what you need to release before Saturday, because Saturday is going to be the new moon. Because this is going to be the time where you need to sit down and you need to plan and take action. Your path is clear. Yeah, there might be some little jokers in the background that want to come in and try to throw you off, but as long as you don't allow them, you will continue to rise up that ladder. So your spirit guides, your ancestors, and the Most High want you to have faith that they are with you. They want you to know that no matter what, who, and what comes up against you, that they are moving mountains behind the scenes that you do not see. Continue to transmute, continue to alchemize any negative energy that's coming towards your way, and stay positive. You're manifesting at a rapid rate at this time, especially with the new moon energy coming up, and just the fact that the energy right now in total in the collective is you're rising. So new levels, new devils. And you have to understand that the only way to combat it is with your intention, keeping your faith high, and moving in love and gratitude. I hope that this helped clarify anything that has been going on in your life right now. Pay attention, use your power of discernment with anybody trying to come back and make amends with you at this time, because people are trying to sabotage your new beginning. So just be aware of that, guys. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm going to upload this tomorrow, so you'll be seeing it tomorrow. on Thursday, and I will probably be back on to do a live here soon with you guys. So I hope to see you guys then. Have a good night.